Welcome, Walnut. I'm Lara, but you can call me Laz, your host for Walnut Wednesday. This is your reminder to be brave, be yourself, and know that you can make the world a better place just by what you decide today. Here, I'm going to share my weekly walnuttings with you on a Wednesday. Hello, Walnut. It is me, Laz, here for another episode of Walnut Wednesday. I hope you are having a wonderful, delicious, interesting week, and I hope you have found some time to put yourself first and be brave today or this week. And if you haven't, may you find the time to do so. This week, I'm just like having a little percolation. I have been putting myself out there, like in the mom verse of just like being a mother, going outside, going in the car. As you know, I signed myself up to all the things just to rip the band-aid off and get it all done. And I've had a couple of experiences now where, yeah, they've been hard. I've learned things. I still get just like dread when I get home. And I talked about on another episode just that relief of coming home, of getting home and just like, but I wanted to share. I have been going to to get EMDR therapy, which is like eye rapid movement. I don't know what the last bit is. EMDR. Oh no. Okay, something about eye move. Anyway, it's a form of therapy that I'm getting. And in the prep work for that, I have been talking a little about, I've been getting a little bit of disassociation, all the things. It's been heightened, obviously, postpartum, but one of those things. Anyway, one of those things I'm dealing to. So, I did an exercise today, which was a kind of, I forget what it's called. I think it's called like the safe place exercise, or like it's kind of like a grounding exercise for when you like are disassociated. And interestingly, the place that came up for me, Walnut, was my bed, my lovely bed. And as you know, particularly if you follow me on Instagram and you see my stories, one of my most happiest places and my favorite pastimes, even before like having a baby and stuff, was is to sit in bed, open my curtains, especially when it's still not light out, listen to the birds, have my steaming hot coffee, and sit there and look out the window, which I discovered is also a form of disassociation. But that's one of my favorite things. I love like feeling all like crispy snug in my sheets. Usually Kevin's there. It's quiet. There's nothing going on. Sometimes I read, sometimes I play on my phone, and other times I just stare out the window. So that turned out to be during that exercise my little safe place. And I'm obviously not qualified to talk you through how to do that exercise, but I'm sure if you like Google it or whatever, it will come up. But basically, it's just like anchoring in, going to this place when you feel discomfort or whatever. Like literally, the saying goes, "Go to your happy place." It's kind of like that's the principle of it, sort of thing. So, anyway, I managed to like anchor that kind of like popped into my brain, and I secured that as my little happy place. Um. And it just got me thinking of, yeah, that going outside lately, doing the hard things, having conversations that I immediately regret right after, and just that peace. Like I described the to go along with the visualization of being in my bed with the curtains open and stuff. It feels like the like the sigh of relief. And that's akin to the feeling I was having when I would get home from doing hard things. So, yeah, I just wanted to use this episode as like a little bit of a sharing, oversharing of my needing to go to therapiness, but also just a little sharing sesh of what I thought felt felt important, and just that reminder of the happiness of home, the comfort of home, the relief of home, and what home means to you and me, and what home feels like. The home is where the heart is, sort of thing. But it's like, yeah, I just found it interesting that a lot of people when you just think of it in general terms, like go to your happy place, I feel like commonly there'll be things like the ocean, sunbathing underneath the palm trees, and whatever. Um, but that mine at this point in my life was my bed. Was my bed with coffee and a view and just that feeling of how that how that feeling no how that visual represented the feeling of the sigh of relief and how that really links to when I've come home from being brave and just go, oh, I'm home, I'm safe, I'm comfortable, nothing can hurt me here. So yeah, just a little profound, little musing thought that I thought would be a cool little share and a cool little walnutting. Um, and I would love to know, Walnut, if this makes you reflect in any way. What is your happy place? And or did you not have one? And if you didn't, perhaps you'll now think of one. And I had a little moral for the story, but I've forgotten it now. So you're just going to get my little sing song. I think that you were doing an awesome job at being you and being in the world and doing all of the hard and heavy lifting of all of the things that you were doing today because um, life is rough sometimes. Life is life is interesting. So anyway, may you find something new about yourself today, and I would love to hear all about it when you can. Have a happy Walnut Wednesday, and I will talk to you next week from the comfort of my own home. Bye, Walnut.